Hi there guys, it's the Artsy Gamer back again for another video in our channel. Of course, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and yes, maybe a little bit of food. And let's do this. Right then, guys, you know how this works. Let's take a sip of black coffee before we begin. Come on, join me, join me. Mmm. Baby. And of course, going on my Crash Bandicoot coaster there. And yes, guys, if you're new here today and you're into gaming retrospectives, complete and box experiences, art and graphic design, and of course a whole load of nostalgia, then yes, you are so in the right place here. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to the video if you haven't already. And yes, guys, if you can handle the Artsy Gamers mess and madness and want to get notified when the next video goes live, then of course just pop on your notification bell held up by Tails there. Well, we have finally made it to the weekend, and you know what that means? It means it's a Let's Colour and a Let's Draw, and today we're going to be continuing with our 700 subscriber art piece. Last weekend, we actually drew these really cool YOSHI eggs. It's the little sticker that I am now incorporating on all of my art pieces, so you know which sub-winner you were. So here we go. Haha, let's just bring it to the camera here. Yeah, so we have already started our little sticker, and today we're actually going to be focusing on the main body, which is a big fat Yoshi. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get all the materials that we need, and then we'll head over into the art studio. So I would advise getting something circular for this today, because it is going to be a lot of circles to help us make this lovely art piece. I think these, what are these, champagne glasses, you know, are really great because you have a certain circle at the front there and then a certain circle at the back there.
I don't know why I'm using the word certain there.
It's sorry, I've lost my words already. It's basically a circle here that's a little bit smaller than the circle there. So you've got two certain circles.
Let's go with that, guys.
And obviously, that will give us a foundation to draw the circles for mainly his head, his big fat cheek, his body, and will help us construct the legs. Guys, I think I need a sip of coffee already. Of course, it is just a let's draw, so you will just be needing your pencil, preferably with a rubber at the end. Oh my god, guys, my rubber needs changing, guys. I think I need to just mix up my pencil altogether there. It needs a bit of a sharpen as well. And of course, a black liner. This will help us go around in the lovely pencil marks in black, just to make sure that Yoshi is really standing out great for the colour that we'll be adding tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get this one underway. I've been dying to draw some sort of Mario character. I think the only one that we've done is the mushroom, but that was actually a bit of a collaboration with Harry Potter. I did some glasses and the scar. It was a really, really cool piece, but I think we need an actual designated one for Mario, and Yoshi was the character of choice. Yeah. Now, guys, just a little bit of a quick one. Definitely stay to the end because I have had a bit of a cheeky package, actually. Another fan of the channel has gifted me something. And again, I always say this, guys, nobody should feel as if they should have to gift me anything. But honestly, for those that do, I really do appreciate it because it is content for the channel. And I guess they are also gifting everyone out there for me to be able to show it. But yet, kind old Vivi has just gifted us a game. So I will do a grand reveal at the end of this video, so you guys can see what game it was. And of course, in the week, we will be doing a complete unboxed experience with my new little added feature, the sniff time. I need to really kind of think of a proper name for it. I'm kind of going sniff time, sniffy time, smelly time. Anyway, maybe you guys in the comments can let me know what kind of name shall I give my new added feature to my complete unboxed experiences. I'd love to know, yeah. But obviously, for those people who are new around here, a complete unboxed experience is literally where I take one of my retro games. I take you through the art and graphic design, as I am a little bit of an artist, or I think I am at least. And yeah, just go through what is that box art telling me as an artist and as a gamer. What am I interpreting before I hop into the game? I also have a look at the back, the manual, the disc, the gameplay, and of course any nostalgic thoughts that I have for that game, yeah. And of course I will be doing that with this new game that Vivi has gifted. Anyway, guys, we are going to go and set up now because I am just waffling on completely. I do need a coffee. I did say it a moment ago because my words were going everywhere with certain circles. What the hell was I going on about there?
Certain circles.
Let's just take a sip. Baby. And oh, yes, I will see you over there. Right then, guys, so here we are set up in the art studio. Quite a regular visit here at the moment. But yes, here is my A5 piece of paper. And like I often say, if you are new around here and you're just getting into art, I would advise going for a bit of a smaller form factor with your paper, just because it's a little less daunting when you actually start to draw your main piece. But before we get there, let's have a look at our reference points today. So let's just move this over to one side. And of course, we are taking some inspiration from the Super Mario Bros. Wii box art and manual here today. So this is the Yoshi that I would love to draw, but not specifically his body. I would love to take his facial features here because he is giving you the cheeky eye, isn't it? And I absolutely love it when box arts do that, when there are certain characters that that give you the good old eye down the camera. God, he was eyeing me up so much there that my words went missing there. So yes, that is the idea that we are going to be going with there. But of course, I would like his body just to be standing. I don't really want him in the air. So there is a very, very small reference point that I would like to use just in the manual here. And I believe it is just past this page. Yeah, it's this bit down here where Yoshi is just standing stationary. It's not flying or anything, so that really does give us a good foundation to work from. It is very small, so I will try and get that camera to zoom in and zoom out where necessary, just as we're referencing. But that is the body position that I would like for Yoshi. But of course, here he isn't actually giving you the side eye, is he? So we are going to have to basically get two bits of Yoshi, one from the front box art here, and then his body from the manual to create a really lovely piece. But again, it is something new here on the channel as well. We haven't done anything like that before, where we are taking the same character but taking different bits from obviously certain areas from different reference points. So yeah, it's also a really good thing to add to the channel because there might be some people who are interested in doing that. Yeah, often very helpful if you are in a process like me where I really do like the cheeky look on Yoshi, but you're not really a fan of him in that kind of mid-flying air, is in a mid-jump, isn't he? And you don't quite want that. So yeah, you might need to rework his body slightly differently. So here we go. It's a great stepping stone for you to be able to do that if you follow along with me today. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. All right then, so here we go. Let's just move our reference point just off to one side. I actually do like to keep them very close by, and obviously you do that as well, but just with space here today, I have just got it off to a small table. But of course, if you have got a nice big bit of space, definitely just keep your reference points open, and I'll just bring mine in to and fro throughout the process. Right then, so I think it is definitely needed. We need to start off with our objects that will help us draw our Yoshi today. And for me, like I said, it's this champagne glass here.
Very bougie.
With certain circles. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah, we've got some certain circles. This circle is very certain that it is smaller than this circle here, and that's great because there are going to be lots of different sizes here to help us create Yoshi, and that's really key. Right then, you know what? I think we're going to start off with his main cheeky face, his main head, and that'll give us the stepping stone for then us to be able to work his body in a comfortable position. So let's just bring his face back into the equation just so we can see which kind of circles we're going to be drawing first. Now, I think the main big obvious circle is his gigantic nose just there. So I think that is the circle that we're going to be drawing first. Then we are going to draw a smaller circle just for the top of his head where his eyes are. And then we're going to be drawing another small circle just where his cheek is and where his lips just kind of come underneath his nose. So it is basically 3 circles overlapping each other. One fairly big and then the other 2 relatively small. If my cup doesn't quite manage the circles that I want, I might go a little bit freehand. But of course, guys, if you don't have the confidence to do that, you really will have to go away and find some specific circles that you'll be able to draw from to be able to get those different sizes. But let's see how we get on. So let's start off with his big old nose. And I will be having the bigger circle here for that. So that is this big, large thing here.
Oh my gosh, actually. That
Okay, actually, guys, I mean, wow.
I've just thought of something here. Do you reckon we just do a big blow up face? Do you think we actually just do his face here, maybe, rather than his whole body? I mean, I was just saying, it's a new kind of feature that we could add to the show where you are kind of working two kind of elements, one from the front box art and one from the manual to create a figure. But to be honest with you, we could just do his head. Gosh. Wow. Okay, that really has thrown a curveball for me. I love this show though. It really is real time. We are just doing it, literally me drawing at the camera. So if I do have sudden bursts of ideas, then yeah, you are really with me in real time. So, okay, you know what? Let's do a blown up face. Maybe let's just remove his body completely and just do a really nice big blown up piece of him giving us the cheeky eye. Let's go with that and we'll see how we get on. And you know what, guys? It's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out. We've got lots of time. If people are begging for a full body one, then yes, absolutely, we will go ahead and add his body. And again, that can be that little added new feature to the show, couldn't it? All right then, let's give it a go. So we're going to draw a really nice big nose here for Yoshi. And I'm just going to center it off to one side, mainly because a lot of his face is going to be coming off to the left-hand side here. So we need his nose to be relatively big, but yeah, off to the right-hand side to allow the rest of his facial features to, yeah, come off to the left. So let's get going then. Let's just draw around this circle here. All right then, here we go. But that's also the beauty of just kind of going for it as well. I had it in my head that this circle was a little bit smaller, but then as soon as you actually apply it to the paper, it's actually a little bit bigger than you think. And then that has now just dictated the way my art piece is going to go. And anything can kind of, yeah, direct your art. And that has certainly happened today. And so, yeah, if that happens to you, don't be afraid. Actually, just let it take hold and let it form your art piece. And this is going to certainly do that today. So let's have a look at the circle. Oh, that's actually quite a nice circle there, isn't it? Normally, they go all a bit ski-whiff, but I'm quite happy with that. Okay. So now this is where I'm going to use the smaller area of my bougie, I was about to say wine glass, then it's a champagne glass. And we are now just going to situate it at the top of his head here. Well, that's his nose. Now we're going to be creating his head here. So maybe the top of his nose. And we'll be creating his head, won't we? And as I just leave it here, I'm just going to bring our reference point back into the equation here. And it really is just going to help us draw his eyes here, his cheeky little look that he's got going. All right. Of course, his eyes and his head shape isn't a specific circle, but it's just going to act as a guideline, and then we can start to add that kind of more, I would say, elongated look to his head there rather than a circle. But it's just going to help us out first. So let's get going with our next circle now. And like I said, it's just at the top of his nose, off to the left slightly. And we are going to go all the way around. Why not? Just so we can have a good understanding of where our circle is going to be. All right, let me just come around here. Woohoo! All right. Oh, it has just veered off there. There we go. Nice. All right, let's see how this circle's looking. Oh!
Oh dear, that didn't go quite well, really, did it?
Honestly, guys, I think I could actually draw a bit of a better circle myself. It's definitely where the camera is positioned. I can't quite get over it. over to the exact area that I want. But yeah, very happy with that. You know, I can just adjust these circles there. There was me going, oh my God, I think I'm getting better at that.
Oh no, I spoke too soon.
Anyway, now we are going to draw the third circle that I'm on about, and it's just going to be his cheeky little cheek here. And you never know, I might just rework just a little bit beneath his nose there to create his little cheeky chin there. All right then, so again, I'm just going to pull this in and I'm just going to have it downward slightly. All right, so I really am just coming, off to the left-hand side of his nose, off to the left-hand side, but maybe even slightly more further out, okay? And this is what we're going to be doing now. We're going to draw our next circle, which is going to be his, cheek. All right, so let's give this a go now. All right then, so I might just move it down ever so slightly, just so we've got enough room to play with. Yeah, about there. Okay, and here we go again. Nice big circle. Hopefully I might be able to get it a little bit better now. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why it goes off like that. I literally think that I am pressed right against it, but I'm obviously not. But nevertheless, there we go. And you know what? It isn't all very circular, is it? You know, his head does kind of come up. So actually, some of the lines that have just gone out of shape there will actually, I think, help us, shape his head a little bit better. But okay, can you see what I've done there now if we just put them side by side? We've got his big nose here. We've got the top of his head here where his eye is going to be, and a lovely cheeky little cheek here. And then I'm just going to kind of work in a little bit of his chin, I think, to help us get the right kind of formation for his head. Oh, okay. All right then, here we go. So what should we start with first? I think we might go with his head here, just the top of his head. We'll start to rework that first, I think. That might be quite a nice thing to do. So I might just have a sip of coffee, guys, and then I can actually move the box art up a little bit so we can really start to reference from Yoshi's head. And of course, join me, guys. Join me. If you've got a tea or coffee, bring it over. All right, then. So, here we go. So, his head is quite rectangular. So, I think I'm just going to bring this up now. All the way. Okay. And what I might do is just start to create like an oval look to it. And I'll tell you what, actually, that has helped us out with that little defect to the circle there, because that's kind of where I want my pencil line to go a little bit to help us. All right, just like that. So it is very much almost like a bell shape. I'm just starting to draw. It's kind of swooped up from his cheek there, his cheeky cheek. And then just going to come here, and I'm going to stop it just about there, because I think his nose does need to come up just ever so slightly. And that's fine. I'm actually just going to rework with that just with my pencil. And I'm just going to bring his nose up ever so slightly. About there. All right, and then I'm just going to let it fall down within that circle again. All right, just like that. Now I really am just kind of working this a little bit. All right, so again, if you're a little bit not that confident, just kind of follow along with my pencil marks and you'll be absolutely fine. This is something where that I can't quite give you specific points as to where to draw this and where to draw that at this stage. So if you are following along with me, just start to follow my pencil marks and you should be absolutely fine. All right then, so we are starting to get a bit of a basic shape now, which is good. All right. And you know what? Let's just start to rub out some lines that we don't need as well, because sometimes it's really good to keep them in, but there are other times where it could actually, offset your ideas and your thoughts and where things should be, because it is a little bit distracting. So let's just start to, maybe just rub out some that are probably not that necessary. And to be honest with you, the lighter you're about, you can still kind of keep some of the guidelines in if you need them to be there. So I would like to keep that one there maybe, because his cheek is going to be coming out a little bit. So, maybe keep that one there a little bit, Yeah, all right. And I can probably start to rub out these ones as well. Probably not that necessary anymore. And of course, rub your debris away. Try and keep everything as clean as possible. There we go. Nice. All right then. So where should we go next? Still keeping our basic shapes. I think I would start to work his cheek here now. I think this is really going to become quite necessary, and it's really going to help us understand where all the key features are going to be needed if we start to add his cheek in, and then we can kind of work around that. Like I said, we have already got his basic cheek, so it really is just a case of just starting to shape it now and then working his little chin in. So let's start to get a bit of a thicker line on his cheek here, and it does just come up, and then it does just come around here like that. That's where I'm going to go with this. Just going to scoot in here. All right. So I'm now just adding a few kind of lines that's just going to help us create his little lip here. And I might need to just work his big nose slightly now. So his lip's just gone in there, and it was good because I started to pull this circle up a little bit. So I'm going to keep that there, and I'm just going to now just come in here, and I'm just going to start to bring, his nose. That's it, that's it, that's it there, just there. There we go. So because I pulled that circle up a bit, I need to just kind of catch it a little bit lower now. Still using actually those pencil marks, which has come in quite handy. There we go. All right. That's just his little kind of cheeky lip, and we can kind of work that in again as well. Okay, so we really are starting to get an understanding now of what this is going to look like. We've got his cheeky little chin here, a big nose. We've started to incorporate his head there with his eyes. He's got his really big cheek. So now we're just going to start to work in those features a little bit more. All right then, so still sticking with his cheek then, I would like to just bring this right round now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yes. All right. And then keep that there. And it does kind of just fold in a little bit, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Just trying to work his big nose in like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that, to be fair. That's looking all right. Yeah, we really have had to work this circle a little bit more, haven't we? But I think it's coming into play now a little bit. Yeah, nice. All right. And then that's when we can start to just rub away some lines that we don't need. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yes. This is looking a lot better now. A lot better. And again, I don't really need this line here because that's where his chin's connecting. Oh, here we go. Nice. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we did have to rework that circle a little bit, but it happens. It really does happen. All right then, so quite happy with this cheeky chin. Maybe I could just pull it down a little bit. All right, and then we could add, just to bring a little bit of character into it now, we'll just add his little, His little mouth here with his little tongue. There we go. That's looking all right. Okay then. Wow, there isn't actually too much to be done here. Let's just add his cheeky little eyes that are going to be giving us the side eye, and then we'll add a few little spikes, and then we'll see where we're at. Because it is just his head there, and we'll just have a little play around. Maybe we could just start to work a little bit of his body in, but maybe not go all the way down to his feet. I mean, I'm definitely not going to have room for his feet, but maybe we could just add a little bit of his body. We'll just see where we're at. We'll get his eyes done next. So they're not quite round, are they? Let's just bring this into the forefront again. They are quite, I would say, oval with a little bit of square into it as well, aren't they? So let's get a bit of a foundation for this. Let's just come again with a bit of an oval first, just to get an idea of where his eyes should be. Yeah, okay, nice. That's kind of up there, isn't it? Bring it up a little bit higher. Cool. And actually his head does come in a little, like they kind of the eyes do kind of dictate his little head there as well. There is like a little bit of an indentation. All right, okay. And then yes, here we go. We can start to add some characteristics to those eyes now. Okay, so they come right down here, don't they? Kind of following on that line there. Oh, there we go. And then again. Oh, there we go. And again, you can just rub out some lines that you don't need, that are not that necessary. All right, then let's add his pupils then. These are very nice and easy. These are just some nice little ovals there. So let's just pull them to the side. And this is where Yoshi will really come to life now. It is going to be that cheeky little grin, isn't it? So they are right to the left-hand side of the eye there. So let's just pull in a bit of an oval now. Nice. And then this one here as well. Cups right in, doesn't it? Oh, okay, nice. A little bit of a twinkle and a twinkle. And then his main eye is kind of looking at us, isn't it? Oh, should we give it a bit of a colour in as well? Why not? We can even add a bit of a twinkle again, couldn't we? Oh my word, yes. Yeah, it really comes to life when you add the eyes, doesn't it? It really does come to life. Oh, yes. Really happy with that. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's add his little nostrils as well. He has got a few little cheeky nostrils. They just come up to the, yeah, just come off to the side there. Oh, he is coming to shape, isn't he? He is really coming to shape. Let's add a bit of a tongue as well. Why not? Let's just bring it in here. Very close to its lip, by the way. Very close to its lip. There we go. Nice. And really, guys, the final stage is to add the little spikes it has got. Yeah, they just kind of come up, don't they? Just behind his head. And they are quite little, cute little things, aren't they? They're just kind of like, I call them lazy triangles. They are just quite lazy, aren't they? They are a triangle, but they're also quite circular at the same time. There isn't too many points to them. Oh, there we go. And there's Yoshi. Oh, I think he looks really cute, actually. Let's just take away that as well. Oh, really, really cute, actually. I really do like Yoshi there. Could he even have maybe just another little spike just coming up from the top there? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it is screaming out another little spike there. Oh, I think that just tops it off, doesn't it? Oh, I'm really, really happy with that. That actually came out a lot better than expected. Because when I was really having to start to work that circle, I was like, oh dear, maybe this isn't going to plan. Maybe I should have really started off with a smaller circle. And yeah, absolutely, completely started this again. But you know what? It just goes to show that, yeah, if you just stay with it, stay composed, you can actually get a really lovely art piece underway. Oh, I'm so happy for that. Right, do we add something extra to this? This is just his main face. Bearing in mind, we do have a sticker that we do want to put on this piece, our lovely eggs that we've got there. It is really, really tricky. And again, this is something that often a lot of artists find, is this enough, or do we need to go ahead and add a little bit extra? And is that kind of, is it simple and effective, or if we add a little bit too much, is it going to ruin the design or not? It is always, yeah, very, very tricky. You know what? I think it is a bank holiday weekend, isn't it? So you know what? I think we'll get this all lined up in black today. We'll get this coloured in tomorrow. And then on Monday, we can maybe have
A cheeky little extra Let's Raw.
and we can see if we can add maybe a few more features. And it will give me a bit of a chance to kind of look at it, step away from it, and think what else can be added if necessary. I think that's the approach that we'll go for this weekend.
All right, yeah, maybe a bit of a hat trick of colours this week.
Ooh, haha. Anyway, let's go and get this outlined in black, and then it really will give us a bit of an understanding of where we sit. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. You know what? I will take you through potentially just his little spikes there, going over it in the black liner, and then I'll just pop some background music on as I complete the rest of Yoshi. All right then, so let's just move everything to one side. Let's also have a sip of coffee as well, guys.
Because it was getting a little bit squeaky bum whole time here.
Bearing in mind, this is our 700 subscriber art piece giveaway, so, I do want it to be special here. Okay. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful coffee. And let's get our liner going. All right then, so very important to just remove any debris. Okay, any rubber debris to one side. All right. Okay, because that will kind of obscure the black liner. It's not going to give it a nice run smooth line effect if there is rubber debris in the way. So very important to get a nice clean piece here. And here we go then, just nice and easy. I'll just take you through the spikes here. So I often say, try your best to keep your black liner on the paper, okay? Try not to draw, and lift. Okay, it really does have to be one swift movement, and it only really comes off if you really need to adjust your hand, or you come to a point where obviously you can make your next, I was about to say stroke then, but it is almost like a stroke when you're using a black liner. And again, I'm just going to come down here nice and gently. Yeah, look at that. Okay. And again, as you can see, I'm just making those points there. And I lift off when it hits the next bit of pencil or the point of the triangle, the lazy triangle that I say. Okay. And then just up here. Just like that, all right? And as you can see, it isn't distorted. It is just one nice, smooth black line ready to go. Right then, guys, it is simple as that. You don't really need me to tell you anything else. I'm just going to pop a lovely bit of background music, and you can watch me line the last bit of Yoshi. Ah, and we are back in the main studio for me to show off my lovely Yoshi that I've drawn here. I am really happy with how that has come out. Yeah, of course, we did use this lovely box art here just to help us get creative and yeah, get Yoshi's cheeky look going. And I think it's come out really, really well. Like I said, whether or not we actually get a bit of a body in, I don't know, but actually guys, yes, absolutely, comment down below, what do you think we should do to add a little bit extra to this if necessary, because yeah, you know, it's a bank holiday weekend, why not? And over the weekends I do like to get arty farty, and I'm not at work on Monday, so yes, absolutely, more time to get a little bit creative, so we could actually work on this a little bit longer. So that's a great idea, and maybe we could move story time to another part in the week, because yes, absolutely, I am going to do a little bit of a grand reveal of what our lovely fan of the channel, Vivi, has gifted us. So, oh yes, bearing in mind, guys, we still need to add these stickers as well. So it does need to look good with a little added extra, you know, somewhere. So yeah, absolutely, guys, let me know. Maybe I could add, maybe, I don't know, like a little thumbs up or something. Yeah. The ideas are endless. Or, you know, do I just cut it off there and just pop the eggs off to one side potentially? Yeah, who knows? But yeah, definitely let me, well, I was about to say let me know, but I've used the word no loads of times now. So I was trying to find another word for no, but yeah, my brain's gone gas. My coffee is well needed. But anyway, yes, before we end today's video, let's just pop all this back, guys, because, you know, it's the artsy game. We like to keep all this protected. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, we have a lovely gift. Oh my God. So yes, here we go. Beautiful packaging, by the way. I really do like these bags here. Really nice. And I might keep these for, wow, just to pop bits and bobs in that I need. So that's really, really great. So first of all, do I do the grand reveal of the game? Yeah, let's do the grand reveal of the game. So what game has Vivi gifted me? And yes, look at this. So this is to add to my collection of snowboarding games that I've got. You know, I'm a massive fan of SSX Tricky and just the SXX franchise in general. Did I get that right? Anyway, actually, it had been resting in my backdrop for quite a while since I had done a bit of a rejig. But yes, absolutely, this one I was very, very interested in as well. And I have dabbled with this when I was younger. Never actually owned the game. It was very much a case of me playing it around friends' houses and kind of wanting the game because I had got the basically the normal one. I'm just calling it the normal one. And I was like, oh gosh, okay, this is that, but a little bit extra, a little bit cool, a little bit edgy, a little bit gritty. This is really nice. But then never actually went away and purchased the game. I don't think I ever really went to my dad and went, oh, look, can we get another snowboarding game? It just really wasn't on my radar until I actually went to my friends' houses and played. But then the time I'd got home, I'd kind of forgotten and, you know, ready to do whatever I was going to be doing at home. So again, yeah, never actually made a purchase. But now I have finally got it in my collection, and I cannot wait to give this a little bit of a dabble. I definitely will give this a go on TikTok, but it is just going to be one of those filler games. Maybe I've just completed a big, long, lengthy story game, for example, Ratchet & Clank or GTA, and I just fire this up on a one-off. I often do that with my Crash Bandicoots, actually. Yeah, if I've just finished a game, I might just fire up Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex just as a little bit of a filler, just as a little bit of a breather until I move on to my next retro game. And I think this will sit comfortably in that category for sure, along with Simpsons Road Rage as well. Yeah, that's a great game that I would like to have a little go at again. But yeah, here we go. A really, really lovely, lovely copy here. I can't believe how beautiful this is, actually. It is really, really nice. And of course, guys, yes, let's just take a look. And absolutely pristine as well. There is so much going on with this. I cannot wait to do a complete unboxed. Already I can see, you know, disc is looking fantastic, not a straight copy and paste from the front box art. You know the jazz. Is it color? Is it color? Oh, sadly not in color, but even though it's not, it just looks really, really awesome. We've got like really cool doodles and stuff going on. You know, that is so my jam, isn't it? Let's just get a little bit of a closer look. But yeah, it almost looks like a sketchbook. Oh, absolutely top notch. You know, these guys have just finished school or whatever, and they get their notepad out, maybe their school book, and they're probably just writing down tips and tricks to get going with their next snowboarding race. That's the kind of vibe I think I'm getting with this. It is just really, really lovely. What a shame it's not in colour, but nevertheless, still some really awesome stuff to look at in there. So yeah, maybe Tuesday, guys, but of course a lot to come on this channel. I still need to actually go through all my I was about to say PlayStation then, guys. Xbox games, yes, that are involved with my gaming community. If you haven't already, definitely check out my videos down below where I actually look at all my games I've got in the collection and just make sure everything is up to scratch in terms of are the correct cartridges in the correct boxes or discs in the correct boxes, etc. And I need to do that with my Xbox. I keep saying PlayStation, guys. It's because I very rarely do Xbox on this show. Yeah, I do need to do that with the Xbox collection, and I did have intentions of doing that next week as well. So yes, absolutely loads to come on the channel, and definitely more the reasons to stay tuned. Oh my word. Anyway, guys.
Oh, guys, sorry. Oh my God, I was about to end it again, but no, there were some other cute little things in here.
Guys, sorry, Vivi. Yeah. So look at this. Yeah. So really, really lovely art piece that Vivi did, and absolutely this is going to be up in my backdrop. Oh my God, I don't want to wreck anything. So yeah, absolutely, this is going to be up there. Oh gosh, where do I even put it? You know, it'd be quite nice to maybe just pop up to the side there. Actually, I do want it to be displayed quite nicely. Actually, will it sit there? I don't know. I will have a little bit of a play around with it, but it's come at a great time because yes, I have just recently redone my backdrop. Yeah, so I think it will look really, really nice. But of course, she knows I am actually currently missing a few GTA maps, and she kindly gifted me a map so I don't have to go out and buy one. Bless her heart. So thank you, Vivi, for giving me a map here. And of course, I will be popping it in the lovely case of GTA. So it is all nice and protected, and I can then officially say I have a fully complete unboxed experience. Right then, guys. Oh my gosh, what a fun little video today, and a massive thank you to Vivi for gifting me those, and of course, yes, a complete unboxed experience on the way. Right then, guys, that is it for me today. I hope you have a beautiful bank holiday weekend, and of course, I'll catch you in my next YouTube video and TikTok live. That is me, the Arty Gamer, over and out.